In the news, Kogi Governor ODODO orders all social and worship activities to end by 4 p.m. to boost security. TINUBU nominates 3 individuals for ambassadors, send names to Senate for screening and confirmation. Southern governors, traditional rulers meet in Ogun State, make resolutions on security and governance. APC KOGI rolls out timetable for local government general election procedures. Guinea-Bissau, military officers declare total control of country. A warm welcome to Weekend Pulse, your trusted window into reviewing major stories, trends, and voices shaping our world globally. On Malachite TV, we bring you the stories that matter, from politics to people, from business to entertainment, and everything happening across the nation. I'm Avoy Unwogu. Thanks for joining us. Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has forwarded a list of 3 individuals nominated for ambassadorial positions to the Senate. Reports stated that Tinubu is seeking the Senate to screen and confirm the 3 of them. This was made known by the Senate President GOZY during the last preliminary sitting. The nominees are Kayode Are from Ogun State, Aminu Dahatu from Jigawa State, and Ayodele Oke from Oyo State. In a post on his X handle, Tinubu's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said the president nominated non-career ambassadors for 3 countries, the United States, the United Kingdom, and France, and that the posting will be finalized following Senate screening. Ambassador Amin Muhammadu Dahatu previously served as Nigeria's ambassador to South Korea during President Buhari's administration, having been first appointed in 2016. Ambassador Ayodele Oke, an alumnus of Emory University in Atlanta, is a former Director General of the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, and previously served as Nigeria's ambassador to the Secretariat of the Commonwealth of Nations in London. Retired Colonel Lateef Kayode Are was Director General of the State Security Service, SSS, from 1999 to 2007, served as National Security Advisor in 2010, and was an officer in the Directorate on Military Intelligence. He graduated with first-class honors in psychology from the University of Ibadan in 1980. And on politics, the All Progressives Congress Kogi State Chairman Abdullahi Bello assured all interested aspirants for the coming local government council chairmanship elections of the party to be committed to a free, fair, and credible process devoid of any rancor. The party chairman gave the assurance during a press conference held at the APC party secretariat in Lokoja. He emphasized that the APC is a party of inclusiveness and as such encourages everyone to participate in the electoral process by following the laid down guidelines by the party and the State Independent Electoral Commission, SHEIKH. Our reporter, Faith Adike, also tells us more.
The sales of forms commenced 27th of November, while it closes 1st of December. Submission 2nd and 3rd. Screening December 4th. Appeal and final list of aspirants. That's screening, appeal, and the final list of aspirants, successful aspirants, December 5th. Then 6th primary, while announcement of results the same date, and we can.
With the sales of nomination and expression form commenced on November 27, 2025, the APC state chairman, Abdullahi Bello, has urged aspirants to freely pursue their ambition without fear or intimidation, adding that the party is committed to providing a level playing field for all contestants in line with its internal regulations and SHEIKH election timetable.
As a member of one united entity and family, the All Progressive Congress, as we approach the Kogi State local government election in accordance to Kogi State Independent Electoral Commission, SHEIKH, schedule of election, I wish to assure all interested aspirants that our party is committed to a free, fair, and credible process devoid of any rancor. The party is committed to providing the necessary level playing ground for all aspirants in line with our guideline in accordance with SHEIKH times table.
He noted that the successes of the party and the achievements recorded so far by the present administration are a direct result of the love, cooperation and loyalty of party members who have consistently stood behind the leadership.
As a responsible party, we appreciate and value most distinctively the unwavering commitment and rock-solid support of all KOGI indigents, particularly members of our great party, the All Progressive Congress, APC. To His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman ODODO and his amiable administration, the successes of our party and the achievement of the administration so far are a direct result of the love, cooperation and commitment of our members who have stood firmly and strongly behind the leadership.
Bello further stated that the state governor, the chief servant of Kogi State, alongside with party leadership, remains deeply grateful to the party members and supporters for their steadfast support. He assured that the administration will continue to deliver the dividends of democracy to all Kogites, irrespective of political affiliation.
The leadership of the chief servant of Kogi State and the party leadership, we wish to express our deepest gratitude to our members and supporters for their unalloyed support. We promise to continue to deliver more dividends of democracy to the people of Kogi State, irrespective of party affiliation, because we are one family, one state.
He called for a peaceful and cooperative process the state approached the local government elections.
We promise to continue to deliver more dividends of democracy to the people of Kogi State, irrespective of party affiliation, because we are one family, one state. We urge everyone to conduct themselves in a peaceful and respectful manner, ensuring that the process is devoid of acrimony and bitterness. Let us remember that in this process, there will be no victor, no vanquish, but rather the people of Kogi State will be ultimate winners.
The party chairman reassured aspirants of a transparent process and encouraged party members to remain vigilant and committed to the ideas that have sustained the party's successes.
We call on aspirants to participate in the electoral process and assure them of a fair and transparent process. We also urge our members and supporters to remain vigilant and committed to the party's ideals, which have been the cornerstone of our successes.
He concluded by reiterating that the party's door remained open to all aspirants seeking clarifications or wishing to log complaints during the electoral process, as the APC looks forward to a peaceful and successful election. ABIKE reporting for MSC TV.
The African Democratic Congress in Kogi State held its expanded executive and stakeholders meeting in Lokoja, using the forum to confirm new state officers and addressing growing disputes over the party's direction. The meeting also became a platform for LEKE ABEJIDE, the member representing Yagba Federal Constituency at the National House of Assembly, to respond to Senator Dino Melaye's claims over control of the party structures in the state. Delegates from the 21 local government areas and 9 federal constituencies attended the Congress, which ratified Sunday Mayaki as state chairman and Maman Akbena as state secretary. The decisions followed a review of vacancies arising from resignations, deaths, and disengagements by former officials. Let's join our reporter for more details.
The event was presided over by ABEJIDE, who is the party's only elected federal lawmaker. His appearance came days after Melaye, acting as a solicitor for the ADC, issued a notice to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and security agencies, describing the local jam meeting as unauthorized Melaye's letter dated 17 November 2025 and signed on the letterhead of SDN law firm, argued that ABEJIDE had been expelled for alleged anti-party activities and lacked the authority to convene or preside over party meetings. Addressing the Congress, ABEJIDE rejected the claim and criticized Melaye's intervention. He questioned the senator's authority to issue directives on behalf of the party, while defending his own standing with the ADC.
I want my own Yabais despite all odds. Political party is not human being that can deliver itself. Therefore, ADC must be very careful with the characters they are harboring as members, because some people's character can diminish the image of a political party, like the Dino character. A bad example is Dino, who wrote as a baby lawyer to INEC chairman and copy Inspector General of Police, Director General of GSS, trying to lie that I have been expelled from a party that I nurtured myself and brought into limelight by contesting elections and won back-to-back to House of Representatives, and has never decamped to any political party since 2017. Capacity. If he is not a feeding bottle lawyer, you know, when you have a baby who is already walking, it's different from the feeding bottle one.
ABEJIDE also referenced the 2023 governorship election, in which both men were candidates contrasting their performances in their respective local government areas.
You ought to know that someone elected on the platform of a party has locals than those who came through the window, like him. You know, I want you to know that any attempt for you to exhibit your 2023 shenanigans against me or my principal, President Bola Ahmed TINUBU, will be met with stiff opposition that will leave a sour taste in your mouth. I am well brought up person and I do my things with utmost respect. But if you put your finger in my mouth, I will bite you. So much that you will never forget in your life.
Beyond disputes, the meeting focused on consolidating leadership.
It is on this premise I want to move a motion that our faction of African Democratic Congress, led by me, Right Honorable Elder LEKE ABEJIDE Joseph, should adopt President Bola TINUBU GCFR as our presidential candidate in 2023 general election, to be seconded by any of the party officials here. 2027 election. Those to be seconded by the state PR. There's a motion of ground.
Honorable Johnson Ezekiel Tayo, the state PRO, do second the motion to adopt the incumbent President Bola Ahmed TINUBU as the sole candidate of ADC in 2027 election. I so second.
Those in support say Those they say nay. They are not here. Eyes have it.
Yes.
Our candidate for 2027 presidential election is President Bola Ahmed TINUBU GCFR. Bàbá sẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ bàbá sẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ aṣíwájú, bàbá sẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ àwa ń wò ọ́ lẹ́yìn.
Supporters from all 9 federal constituencies endorsed the new leadership.
The new party, state party chairman of African Democratic Congress, today, as unanimously agreed by you all, is Honorable Sunday Meyaki. The state party secretary is Honorable Akpina. Next local government election in Kogi State, I want to appeal to you to go and prepare for the next primary election for the purpose of next local government election in Kogi State, slated for October next year. As law-abiding political party, we shall participate actively in that election. And any of our party members and aspirants interested should please liaise with the appropriate officials of the party for the purpose of the election.
The Congress also reaffirmed the expulsion of Kingsley Oga as state chairman, later dated 1st November 2024 and signed by stakeholders in Odo-Ara Omi Oga ward, was read aloud, listing the grounds for Oga's removal. The ward is the home base of Tomitope Oga.
Today, we have competent men and women to replace them to carry on the duty of selfless service left behind by the party to keep functioning. My people, you are much aware that Kingsley Temitope Oga was expelled by ADC Party Exco in his ward of Oga, Omi, Odo-Ara ward, of which one of their leaders is behind me here. Akeweji, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Is he expelled?
Confirm expelled from the party ADC.
Miyake in his acceptance speech described his emergence as a soul called to serve, unite and lead with integrity. He pledged to strengthen organizational structures and expand participation across wards and local councils.
We stand before you today with profound gratitude and deep humility, being elected as the chairman and other ESCOs of the African Democratic Congress in Kogi State. This is not just an honor, it's a solemn call to serve, to unite, and to lead with unwavering integrity. We sincerely thank you for the trust you repose in us, your confidence, your support, your belief in our shared vision for a stronger, more dynamic, and more progressive ADC means more to us than what can fully capture.
Cultural troops from Okun, Igala, and Igbira communities performed during the meeting. Stakeholders concluded the Congress with a declaration of support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's second-time bid in 2027 and for ABEJIDE's return to the House of Representatives. And ABEJIDE's return to the House of Representatives, describing the resolutions as the foundation for renewed cooperation within the Kogi ADC. Faith Adike reporting for MSC TV.
The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has rejected the expanded Kogi State Executive Council recently put in place and inaugurated by the African Democratic Congress (ADC) in Kogi State. The executive was recently put in place by LEKE ABEJIDE, a member representing Yagba Federal constituency in the House of Representatives. The INEC rejected the new state executive on the ground that its composition did not follow due process. The INEC said the letter ought to have emanated from the ADC National Secretariat in Abuja and been sent directly to its Abuja head office and not to the Lokoja office or any state office. Recall that the ADC had last Saturday, November 22, 2025, during a stakeholders meeting held in Lokoja, elected new members into the expanded State Executive Council of the party. During the stakeholders meeting, Sunday Mayaki was elected to replace Kingsley Temitope Oga as the state chairman and Maman Akpano as the new secretary to ADC after the election. The names of the new expanded State Executive Council were conveyed in a letter to the Lokoja office of INEC for notification and proper recognition. However, INEC, in its response to the letter from the factional ADC, rejected the list of the executive members. Meanwhile, the ADC led by LEKE ABEJIDE has declared that its list is authentic. We'll go for a short break. Please stay with us. Every wrinkle tells a story. Every gray hair carries wisdom. Every memory holds a lesson. Reintroducing Senior Citizen Alcal, a thought-provoking TV program where we sit with great men and women aged 60 and above to journey through the past, the present, and the future. From untold stories of yesterday to today's realities and visions for tomorrow, Senior Citizen Alcaf gives our elders the microphone to share their wisdom, experiences, and guidance for generations to come. Engage, learn, be inspired. Only on Malachite TV YouTube channel. Because the future shines brighter when we honor the wisdom of the past. Senior Citizen Alcaf, where experience speaks with Avoy Onwogo. Don't miss it. Welcome back. Chairman and CEO Nigerian in the Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, ABIKE DABIRI has extended heart congratulations to GOZY Ijogun, founder and CEO of TAS Systems Limited, on the outstanding global recognition of a Nigerian-founded technology company as a 2025 Microsoft Partner of the Year award winner in the United States of America. In a congratulatory message, DABIRI said GOZY Ijogun and TAS Systems have made Nigeria proud once again. Winning a Microsoft Partner of the Year award on American soil is a powerful testament to Nigerian brilliance, entrepreneurial spirit, and global competitiveness. She further stated that it is a huge victory for the nation and an inspiration to millions of young Nigerians in the tech space. Achievements like these change narratives and showcase the extraordinary talent of Nigerians all over the world. GOZY Ijogun graduated from Loyola Jesuit College, Abuja, and later earned a first-class honors in computer science from the University College London, and thereafter obtained advanced certification and executive training from leading global institutions. She later returned to Nigeria to subsequently lead the tax system team. This prestigious award celebrates Tax Systems Limited exceptional innovation, customer impact, and leadership in delivering transformating Microsoft solutions from its U.S. operations while proudly retaining strong Nigerian roots and identity. 10 years after the death of the first civilian governor of KOGI State, Prince Abubakar Audu, a prayer of remembrance was observed at the Government House Mosque in Lokoja. The Fidel prayer was attended by dignitaries in and around KOGI State. Speaking at the event, Governor Ahmed Usman ODODO was represented by the Director General Government House Administration, Dr. Umar Shoaib Oricha. Oricha described the late Prince Audu as the best that happened to KOGI and the Muslim community due to the many good things he did as the founding father of the state. Our reporter, Faith Adike, tells us more.
The former governor of Kogi State, Prince Abubakar Audu, passed away on November 22, 2015 at the age of 68. 10 years later, Kogi State government, under the leadership of Governor Ahmed Usman ODODO, rolled out activities to mark his remembrance, beginning with the Jumat prayer section, where Fida prayers were held across the state. At the Government House Mosque, Muslim faithful gathered to pray for the late leader. Verses from the Holy Quran were recited and prayers were offered for his family and for his soul to continue to rest in peace.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق وشر غاسق إذا وقب من شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
As the first civilian governor of the state, Prince Abubakar Audu is widely regarded as the founding father of Kogi State due to his significant contributions during his tenure. Representing the governor, the Director General of the Kogi State Government House Administration, Dr. Umar Shoaib Oricha, paid tribute to the late statesman and described him as a leader whose legacies continue to endure.
And when he came on board, all of you know where that Kogi being created as a new state, we're just taking off. And he has tried his best. Today we are seeing the structures he has put in place during his regime. So that such a person cannot just be overlooked when it comes to remembrance. In line with this, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Ahmed Usman ODODO, has directed that we organize this prayer.
The Chief Imam of the Government House Mosque, Sheikh Mohammed Basit Ohu, an executive member of JNI and a civil servant, commended the governor for organizing the 10th anniversary to honor a true icon, Prince Abubakar Audu.
By remembering the first, Al-Fadlu lil-Mutaqaddim.
those who start anything, the accolade have to go to them. So we thank the Almighty Allah, and we also thank our Governor Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, who did not forget the name of our father. We pray that Allah should make his second tenure easy for him.
And you can hardly believe which party Ahmed Usman Ododo belongs to. He relates with PDP leadership, all political leaders. He is a bridge builder. He wants us to be together. And he's a very young man that has vision and mission for the state. We believe that at least if he's given the second chance, and God Almighty will make it so, we are well convinced. Thank you.
Prince Abubakar Audu, the late governor, is a father to all of us. He's the father and founding father of Kogi State. He was the first governor that led almost all the structures we are seeing in the state. And I'm happy that the present government deemed it necessary for organizing this prayer. Because if somebody died, the only thing he needs is prayer. He don't need anything again. What he needs is prayer. And that is why we are happy with His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Ododo, the chief servant, for organizing this prayer. And we will continue to pray. We continue to pray for him, for Allah to grant him the highest Al-Jannah. And the governor too, our prayer for him is for him to, they have started well, for him to continue the way he's going, and at the end of the day, the issue of the next one is going to be very easy for him.
The Director of Protocol to Governor Ododo, Ibrahim Suleiman, stated that Governor's gesture was not politically motivated but a sincere act to celebrate an extraordinary man who contributed immensely to shaping Kogi State.
He's not leaving any sector or subsector out of his administration. There are certain things he's doing that people never thought he would be able to do. He's very mindful of the kind of tutelage he got from his parents, and he's very mindful of the Quran he reads every day, that prayer remains the best for anybody that is dead. And that is why he looked at this human being who ruled Kogi State at a point in the checkered history of our state and said, look, we should come together and pray for him. It's not only coming together to pray for him, that he's arranging programs. In fact, there's a mega program he's also arranging on the 30th of this month to honor the deceased governor. That is late Prince Abubakar Audu in Glass House here. His Excellency Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo. This is unprecedented. He's a man of many firsts, and is a man to beat. So this one that we've just done is one of the good things he has done to earn the reward of his creator. This one is not about politics. It's about being grateful to God Almighty for what he has done in his life and what Prince Abubakar Audu has done for the people of Kogi State. He feels he needs to be remembered, and in fact people are happy about it. This is a novel event. It's a novel occurrence, and Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo is grateful to God for using him to achieve this.
Late Prince Abubakar Audu was the candidate of the All Progressives Congress APC in the 2015 Kogi governorship election. A race he was leading before it was declared inconclusive shortly before his death. He had earlier served as governor of Kogi State from 1990 to 2003 and had also governed the state during the military era in 1990. A remembrance ceremony was equally held in his hometown Ogbonicha in Kogi East. Faith Adike reporting for MSC TV.
And now on security. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has ordered that all events and worship activities across the state must end by 4 p.m. daily as part of renewed efforts to combat insecurity. The governor warned that any center, religious or social gathering that violates this directive will face strict consequences, including the possibility of being pulled down. Governor Ododo issued the directive shortly after a strategic security meeting with heads of security agencies, traditional rulers and top government officials in Government House Lokoja, where rising concerns over insurgent activities were discussed. Let's now join our reporter Faith Adike for more details.
Following the recent heinous activities perpetrated by bandits and kidnappers across the country, Kogi State is re-strategizing to prevent any criminal incursion within its borders. Representatives of all security agencies, traditional rulers and senior government officials held a closed-door meeting with the State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo to address rising concern over kidnapping and alleged bandit invasion circulating among residents. The meeting also focused on adopting decisive measures to combat insecurity in every part of the state. According to Governor Ododo, part of the measures agreed upon is the reduction of operating hours for all social activities and worship centers, which must also close by 4 p.m. daily as part of effort to sensitize the society.
President Bola Ahmed TINUBU is trying his best and is leading from the front sincerely. We appreciate him for his proactive action taken in rescuing the last kidnapped students and church members. We cannot appreciate him enough. As you can see here in Kogi State, we are working in synergy. The government, the traditional rulers, the religious leaders, the security agencies, the youth, we are all working in synergy to make sure we provide security to our people here in Kogi State. So we have come to brainstorm to look at the issues at hand. As you all know, the major bandits, the commanders have relocated to Kogi State for the past 3 days. We have been on that, and we will not wait for them to attack us. We are going to take the fight to them. And from this meeting, we have all agreed that we are not going to bow to any criminals. We are not going to negotiate with any criminals. We will never pay ransom. We will caution ourselves. We are going to sensitize our people to be conscious of what activities, their programs they are doing. And we have all resolved to make sure all activities end by 4 p.m. Any church, any mosque, any program, any centers that organize or that is organizing programs before beyond 4 p.m. that center will be demolished, not only to close it down. God has used our people to give us this period to serve them. We will serve them without looking at the political aspect of it. I'm a Muslim. My mother's sister is a Christian. My own direct sister is a Christian. And of course, my grandfather is a full traditionalist. You can see I'm 3 in 1. So whatever decision I'm going to take or we're going to take it for the best interest of our people. Responding
to rumors of bandits invading some communities, the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, Ayo Ede, called the rumors mongers to desist from it, reiterated the governor's charge to the traditional rulers to make sure they educate their subjects on the negative impact fake information can cause, advised Kogi citizens to go about their normal businesses.
We have been used to this kind of rumor. It's not the first time. And we know how we strategize to ensure that we do the normal thing. But like you know, the governor have given the order that all these fake news should be discouraged. He has urged the traditional rulers to engage the subject, to educate them on how to discourage rumor-mongering in the society. This can lead to security breaches. Before you know it, people will start misbehaving and the whole town will be, the whole place will be in disarray. So we have to discourage this. I will urge the pressmen as well to discourage the people from telling rumor-mongering. This rumor-mongering comes from social media. We need to discourage it to all extent that we can do.
The Ohi of Igbira land, His Royal Majesty Dr. Muhammad Ahmed Tijani Anaje, commended Governor Ododo for his proactive efforts. He assured that traditional rulers will not tolerate anything capable of threatening the peace of the people. He further advised Nigerians to always verify information before sharing it on social media.
Always call areas meetings and giving a sound warning to each and every traditional ruler to give a maximum cooperation to the government of the day to see that this issue of insecurity can handle proper And if you look at it very well, the issue of security is not something of one person to handle. It's a collective effort. And I urge each and every one of us to put hand on a desk to see that the right thing must be done. Because there is a lot of information given out that is very, very wrong. If you watch it critically, you discover that some video and some information passing out through the social media is wrong. So I advise everybody to make sure to be mindful and know before you share any information on a social media. Try to confirm where and how the information come about. And I believe the traditional rulers in the states, we are going to give a total support, not only the government, up to the security agencies, so that for them to do their job.
The state government also urged citizens to remain vigilant, to be their neighbors' watch, and promptly report any strange persons or suspicious behavior to security authorities. Faith Adike reporting for MSC TV.
The Southern Governors Forum, comprising the governors of the Southwest, Southeast and South-South geopolitical zones and Southern Nigeria Traditional Rulers Council, convened on 26 November 2026 to deliberate on matters of urgent regional and of national importance. Key areas of the discussion included security, governance, development cooperation, and institutional partnership. The Joint Forum reaffirmed its unwavering commitment to the unity of Nigeria, the deepening of regional collaboration, and the strengthening of a more inclusive, secure, and equitable federation. The Joint Forum extended its heartfelt condolences to the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, tragic loss of military personnel in Borno State, as well as the recent mass abduction in Kebbi, Kwara, and Niger states. The forum particularly acknowledged the successful rescue efforts, which have reassured citizens that national security remains a top presidential priority. The joint meeting expressed deep appreciation to President TINUBU for his bold and visionary leadership in restoring macroeconomic stability, noting especially the gains in foreign exchange stabilization, sustained reduction in inflation for the 7th consecutive month, and the easing of food prices. The forum encouraged all member states to formally incorporate traditional rulers into their state security councils, recognizing that these institutions are closer to the grassroots and hold critical intelligence capacities. The forum emphasized that no efforts will be spared in safeguarding lives and property. It reaffirms its commitment to working collaboratively with traditional institutions and law enforcement agencies for intelligence gathering, early warning, enforcement, and deterrence of criminal activities. Among the resolutions contained in the communique is their support for regional security structures to enhance regional and local security outfits including hunter associations and community-based surveillance units through the provision of equipment, logistics, and operational support. Governors of land and mining activity states were urged to partner with traditional rulers to regulate land allocation and prevent indiscriminate practices that could lead to security risk. The forum also resolved to combat illegal mining activities which have caused significant ecological damage by working with environmental authorities and traditional councils. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu received the news of death of Sheikh Dahiru Usman Bauchi with profound sadness and deep sense of loss. The Reverend Bauchi-based cleric died Thursday at the age of 101. The president mourned the late leader of the Tijaniya Muslim Brotherhood, describing him as a moral compass who dedicated his life to teaching and preaching. President Tinubu says Sheikh Bauchi's loss is monumental not only to his family and teeming followers, but also to the nation. The president recalls the blessings and moral support he received from late Sheikh Dahiru Bauchi in the run-up to the 2023 election. The president said Sheikh Dahiru Bauchi was a teacher, a father, and a voice of moderation and reason. As both a preacher and a notable exegete of the Holy Quran, he was an advocate of peace and piety. His death has created a huge void President Tinubu condoles with the Sheikh's followers across the country and beyond for the irreparable loss. He also urged them to immortalize the late cleric by holding on to his teachings of peaceful coexistence, strengthening their relationship with God, and being kind to humanity. Made public by Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy. From our foreign desk, military officers in Guinea-Bissau announced on 26 November 2025 to take total control of the country while suspending its electoral process and closing its borders 3 days after the poverty-striking West African nations' legislative and presidential elections earlier in the day. Gunfire was heard near the co-prone country's presidential palace as men in military uniform took over the main road leading to the building. Military personnel announced by reading a statement at the army headquarters in the capital, Bissau, and it was reported that some key leaders from other countries who went there to observe the earlier scheduled election were still there due to the border closure. Gladly, the former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has been escorted by the junta to the border. 2 National Guard soldiers are critically injured after being gunned down in Washington, D.C., less than 2 blocks from the White House in what the city mayor called a targeted shooting. Police said a lone suspect opened fire on 2 National Guard members from West Virginia on Wednesday afternoon before being subdued by other National Guards members nearby who had heard the gunfire. U.S. President Donald Trump, who was in Florida at the time, said the alleged gunman was an Afghan national who entered the U.S. in September 2021. He vowed that his administration will ensure the suspect pays the steepest possible price for an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. The Department of Homeland Security named the suspect in a press release as Rahmanullah Lakama, a criminal alien from Afghanistan. His immigration status is unclear. Tens of thousands of Afghans entered the U.S. under special immigration protections following the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from that country in 2021 under former President Joe Biden. U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services said it had halted processing of all Afghan immigration requests pending a review of vetting protocols. He said the soldiers had been ambushed. Other National Guard members nearby heard the gunfire and responded. And that's all we have for you this weekend. Thank you for your continued patronage and support. And to many who called, sent messages to know why we delayed our launch, thank you. We will surely have it next year. God bless you for expressing your sincere concern. Remember to continue to follow our updates, exclusive stories on all our social media handles at Malachite TV YouTube, at MSC TV Facebook, Twitter, Thread, Instagram, and TikTok. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Avoy Unwogu saying thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and keep your weekend pulse with Malachite TV. Have a fruitful week ahead. Thank you.